game about between Chelsea and Liverpool. There has been a lot of discussions around the game after the game. Say empenifo ahodo na omudi game na chinya opportunity here no dodo na wo nsem omo ka de fa ho. Na emom enioma yetimi ehunu ye na no ada Sunday game yetimi hwe ye no. Emi say the edikan ye behwe kwan a Anslot afaso this Liverpool team no omunya results be at some point in time omotimi are consistent over the period of 8 games higher born in the league. That means we Nottingham Forest game need to change. Liverpool team are in 7 good games and they've lost 1, which means some accumulated 21 points. They are yet to draw a single game, meaning Liverpool does not play games to draw, but they either play the game to win and answer Obeshomo at the end of the day, and they don't give enough room. But this is one particular game made me realize how our Liverpool midfield now has been an important facet of almost structure of this particular season. In recent times, Liverpool who are doing in Anababijina a year or more fullbacks or more wingers, from creativity to even defending and to even forcing opponent to push a year or more strategy to their fullbacks.
Yeah.
In recent times for Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, Fancy the Mara, you would understand, say Liverpool 2 and 3 no.
Some passports.
Now, and then your man who then says your weakness. So anytime a team be able set it up, be a team needs set it up, so or better get Liverpool fullbacks no.
Yes.
There was a certain discussion around at some point say open social Liverpool target Alexander Trent-Arnold because a honor or attack here there is a space over there. Then Ombesa catches a trade Liverpool Mohamed Salah. And whoever is going to play on the opponent wings from Sadio Mane to Luis Diaz. Obiabe catcher say make sure so basically to clone because when Liverpool created the far I almost share a lot of goals. It is so silly that particular rule now. Fast forward, when Anslot came to Liverpool, the focus has been around Liverpool's double pivot more than even their fullbacks and even their wings.
Some passports.
We can have a distinctive discussion on Mohamed Salah, which is said previously. Mike Betten have discussed say how Mo Salah moving from being a goal scorer to become a creative force for Liverpool.
Yes.
But this time around, no, what the Mohamed Salah is seen as a distinctive discussion. We are going to have another discussion based on the double pivot of Liverpool. Because this season, the secret behind Liverpool's resource and their quality, even in defense, it depending on how their 2 midfielders in the controlling game no, preventing opponent from creating enough from the middle of the park against them. That is McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. But Enra McAllister starting game no. It was Curtis Jones and a starting game near the man Liverpool. Curtis Jones and Ryan Gravenberch. So the whole discussion around Liverpool team near say, "Quite na Chelsea betima faso overcome Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones." Now the midfield battle between Chelsea and Liverpool and Rano. Remember Moises Caicedo so, which personally I believe that Enzo Maresca ya kodano wadwuma obienu so. As obienu so we are. And shall be one of the finest midfielders on betima Boama Chelsea this season on betima results and on betima places so well on the table. So I was wondering the difference between Enra Curtis Jones and Ryan Gravenberch or more influence in the game. Then Caicedo ne love your more influence in the game. Fancy, o check Curtis Jones and Enra Dinya. Say Curtis Jones statistics in the game against Chelsea. On my Liverpool, the right balance in terms of going forward and even defending. Now, what check Curtis Jones there in terms of the distribution against Chelsea Enra. Now the passing success rate is 90.2%. But I said, what Curtis Jones was more of placing the key balls to Mo Salah than Luis Diaz. It is check the pass direction now. Now emu 24.4 echo forward, emu 12.2 echo left. One at that Liverpool left hand side, Luis Diaz. Then emu 41.5 echo the right. Then 22.0 comes backward. That means the focus now was on Mo Salah, trying to give him a lot of passes. Now aside that, how many key passes? 2. Then check Ryan Gravenberch in terms of the defending statistics now. You would understand that Gravenberch was more about clearing up a lot of things for Liverpool at the back line. I said, shielding the defensive back line. It is check Ryan Gravenberch, even in attack, he also helped. But in terms of key passes, he was not so much focused on that. Now Ryan Gravenberch, you know, so much focused on creating the run. It's still checking the passes now, even more to even Luis Diaz. So they created the right balance. Gravenberch take care of Luis Diaz, then Curtis Jones take care of Mohamed Salah. But in terms of creating from the middle of the park, Curtis Jones edges head money the ball also. Now that in terms of defending Nankasano, Curtis Jones and me and defending Bebre and fan chain Ryan Gravenberch. So here, Ryan Gravenberch had 100% tackle success rate against Chelsea. Then 3 clearances. So there's a myth going around say ya cover na Gravenberch and Timmy Amobo no there be role different. Gravenberch was much more focused about defending against Chelsea than even attacking or even trying to do the box to box role. As compared to Curtis Jones, no na yes hedumano. Now the difference between Chelsea midfielders and Liverpool midfielders was the creativity spark. Now, I'll check Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia for Chelsea here in about 55 minutes. And I'll tell you the reason why a game no done here at some point in time in favor of Liverpool. Abre Lavia didn't frame. Now, Lavia in terms of the tackle success rate, I say 50%, Dwarfs, I say 75%, then there's 2 interceptions. In midfield, you are be a friend of the controller, and you are the disruptor, and you are the destroyer. Now the disruptor Obia or no be making sure set tackles, interception, do most of these things no bet my in terms of defensive duties. So defending actions, let me use that word, defensive actions, or much more focused on that. Then Oba be the destroyer on the Bugam boom boom no turn off her. Then come and get the controller or Jibon and when yabo treno prepare dani. And Chelsea wanted to have a controller in Romeo Lavia, then a disruptor in Moises Caicedo. Even tackles no answer. Moises Caicedo was not because Romeo Lavia was not so much involved even in tackles. The DNA say Obe control a lot of things in this particular game. So checking the distribution. Distribution was through in terms of passes. Not the controlling game no. But Adebakwana Emwa Romeo Lavia say Romeo Lavia was not able to give much more key passes in this game. So the difference between Lavia and Curtis Jones was anyone who could have created from the middle of the park. And Curtis Jones did it better than Romeo Lavia. So in this sense, Liverpool was able to create chances and score through Curtis Jones because penalty one a course. And we knew how you were so much key in the box to box role. And I want to share the second goal, Curtis Jones. So that was the difference. So you can control games in terms of possession, but so one team creative from ETA, it means it's controlling now, controlling in a so fast so bad day. Especially when you are playing with another midfielder who cannot create enough chances. It will check him Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo Yeneduma said the city. It's not Chelsea supporters because a Juma amodema no obey. So he is not more of a controller. But you look at how he influenced the game from the middle of the park, you would understand. So he had 1 assist and he had 2 key passes in this particular aspect, even as a disruptor. Nipo na wasan kaya na jumana ke Romeo Lavia. But Caicedo no attacker you said jumani ina sa the creativity aside dey. Let's check the defending statistics no. The defending onya 100% tackle success rate as Gravenberch. So Caicedo did the job of Gravenberch at the same time was able to do the job of Moises Caicedo. Curtis Jones. You would understand, say Caicedo was the man informed for Liverpool yesterday in the middle of the park. But the difference between the two of them was players were making use of the chances not created the more mono. Whilst Curtis Jones had Mohamed Salah, and at the same time, on Wankasa Social, Chelsea had who? Nicholas Jackson and who? And no more Klepo Palmer. It is assembling, I don't know. But me checking Moises Caicedo, fancy. This season could prove to be very pivotal for the progress. Under Roberto De Zerbi, Caicedo being a disruptor, make sure the tackle success rate was low. Defending defensive duels was low. Or checking the interceptions and was low. Even when he moved to Chelsea last season, once the last season, Robert Chelsea 1 year preseason. So the greatest attribute, he was what? Second in terms of tackles in the Premier League. Second in terms of interceptions in the Premier League, then possession 1 in the middle third. Now it's also a third. Oba Chelsea last season, but this season, in terms of tackle success rate, or average 3.95 tackles, only every single Chelsea player. Interceptions only, and it's even ranking in terms of 94th percentile, 90th percentile when it comes to duels won, and even defensive actions in the Premier League. That means ni jume diankasa yedi nimnu as a disruptor no. This season, we're picking the Chelsea, and it's a matter of who he is going to be paired with in the middle of the park. I believe that when Lavia is fit, Lavia should be starting games for Chelsea. I don't know what will happen to Enzo Fernandez, but I think Lavia is proving to be a better pair for Moises Caicedo, and Caicedo will go on to become one of the best players for Chelsea this season in the Premier League.
Whoa, Mate, Meza, Meda, se me ba Michael, na Mike,
question.
I mean, and more crash, should I say, I'll say, Arsenal said pieces coach, now I discuss. Or say, no munya, corners, be brave, Saturday, but
yeah. Okay.
So Saliba is one of the red card.
Saliba was out, but you see, everything has a body at the office. We'll get there. But I think Arsenal were also architects of their own downfall to some extent. But Barcelona were Quenya say best stop Madrid from emulating them. Was oftentimes I say Barca momna chasing Madrid. This time around it is Madrid chasing Barca in the contest that the longest unbeaten run La Liga nimno ekita Barcelona. And April 2017 to May 2018, Barca went 43 matches without defeat. It took Levante, an away game, on the 13th of May 2018 to break that jinx. Levante Shomo 5-4, but Barca had already won the title. That was the defeater, a breaky 43 matches unbeaten streak for Barcelona. Madrid Kowini was Celta Vigo, the Belayos. Amomo echo 42 matches unbeaten. What is the next game? El Clasico. And in the El Clasico, we'll be witnessing next week. Barcelona has the chance to stop Madrid from emulating Barcelona.
This week, cry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Madrid, Ensa. Akoshe Barca for nenum. So, Muka. Ende so mentimi ankaswa na esa Madrid ne de nsa ahye Barca enum anu wanu nu ehu se sin na wo Barca enum na nye sin papa nti omo ntimi mfa nwiade no so the El Clasico very interesting, but I think Madrid have mastered how to win even in difficult situations. Omo win omo konya wo le Balaidos 20 matches away from home in the La Liga without suffering defeat. They are mastering that art because to be ruthless, to be a tough competitor, to be a winner, on a serial basis, you need to have such character. If you concede a lot of chances, you find a knack for winning, turning the game around in a matter of moment. And the idea of Madrid team no mercy. Any team that wants to be top, and then say Barca that's there. Barca are top of the La Liga table, but it is far from decided. Be prepared to me see. Anything can happen because this Madrid team are not playing the best of footballs you expect from them. They are still working out a formula, but if they're able to find a way to win, and they imagine if they peak, naso omusisi so pepepa, diena ebepiem. Inti Emmanuel Maniyehu, but Barca have to be very careful. But for Barca, I think they are doing a lot of good. And the good news is that they have been able to recover a lot of the players who were injured. And coach, options. One year careful, it is going to affect the rhythm. Casado Mabo, Anafa, Nafa. Now, when the likes of Gavi, Frankie de Jong recover, the coach will have to take a decision now concerning who to start and who to bench. So who could change in the not team no ready momafa from defense to middle to attack no na affect no. So a good headache for a Hansi Flick there. But I don't think it will be dangerous for him in terms of how he rotates and how he gets the best of the players available because almost every player has improved. And idea back when almost every player has improved. But I want to single out Robert Lewandowski. Idea is a winning na ye de ho akadia ne to ma ni ye bie akwanya ne to ma say ye na fenya so mfa so na aya na ekoye pa. And that is how come Robert Lewandowski as it stands now. Yebo Messi, yebo Ronaldo, he will be third. Then I make for goals scored in the top 5 European leagues. Ronaldo and Messi, the Oma team, but closely following Although the gap between over 100 is Robert Lewandowski. But yet now what GDA say, Messi ni Ronaldo ni bono mo bono. Omon sem fatani pebiade, they are above human level. And it's obi any who so ono ye at the human level. No timia here to close up with them. Then it means Lewandowski deserves special praise. And this is somebody who typically was not a striker. Lewandowski trained and then developed in football as a winger, not a wing player. Then you're turning around being a striker and he's able to deliver this a number of goals. I think so he deserves special praise. And if Baby free Nazareth Aba and yeah, Ajem Kwane at that screen is no Robert Lewandowski. If Barca will win a trophy, a title this season, Lewandowski's goals, Yamal's creativity, and Rafinha's versatility and overall contribution will be pivotal to Barca achieving that. Goals now Lewandowski channel. A bit pia Barca team the pa and what shall I say mom pies a sas no de beque pa a man for sweating me a free more. But I want to move away from everything that happened in Spain. Italy the Napoli ne sefata so munya saran no. And so the Napoli record clearly it will show that after losing their first game of the season, Emma Manford started to see Antonio Conte Napoli have turned around the corner and in spectacular fashion. On the last 8 games, fancy, they have won 7 and drawn 1. They have kept 6 clean sheets. And in 6 of the 8 games. The turnaround is remarkable. Napoli are on top. But I said, I expected. Relatively. On paper, so teams and our opponents are Napoli now. Bologna a team in transition. After Omo qualify for the Champions League, Omo Lusu Omo coach, they've lost a couple of their players. It has impacted on the team's quality. On fan to Subi, I just won the list. Uyi Bologna ni free wa. There is Parma, a newly promoted side, brilliant although, but their inexperience will always work against them. Eighteen and Napoli, 18 Mebabesha, Cagliari, definitely. Omo hard dream, but they are more of on and off a doomso team. Then you have Juventus, also in a transition under Thiago Motta. Monza are not having a fine time under Alessandro Nesta. They are yet to win a game actually this season. Como, all their beautiful football under Cesc Fabregas, inexperience. Then Empoli, another team, tricky opponent, but they are beatable. Into opponents now, Antonio Conte and Napoli shining on paper, they were winnable games. And based on the acquisition, so Rebecca, after that Hellas Verona defeat, it has improved Napoli rapidly. And Nim, Lukaku, David Neres, Infinfin, McTominay, Gilmore, Echireho Bongiano still present, Rahamani there, then was switching Oliveira at the left back and then Di Lorenzo at the right back. Ama Napoli team now is solid. But match is a deal when him no fancy Honna asem ne war.
Some passports.
Against Lecce, Ebefa.
Ewo home.
Good.
Obeko San Siro.
Obi Milan.
AC Milan.
No about Atlanta. No about Inter Milan. No about Roma.
If
Napoli are able to get 12 points or even 10 points from their next 5 games, I will come here and tell them they are runaway winners.
Out of possible 15.
Yeah, almost
so
10 and at 12, they have won the Serie A. And only issue, but we'll have to praise Juventus and their defensive record. Fancy, so far, they have not considered a single goal our league name from open play. Go ahead, they are showing a penalty.
Yeah.
And Michele De Gregorio, so Donnarumma fan say or befa national team goalkeeping position now far, and he's coming. He's a solid modern day goalkeeper. They don't know, he has it. Excellent footwork and ability to read the game. Then he's also a very good shot stopper. So to us, ways where they building the pedigree, then Michele De Gregorio will eventually become the Italian number 1 because Donnarumma, for all his figure, Donnarumma has showed that there are times where he can be a bit erratic, make mistakes, and cost his team. And to when Nyoma Bakumienu Miensebia a bad affect him, but me focus about England. Because Bibicho say Arsenal team, no, they were the architects of their own downfall. Saliba is a very good defender, but only experience. The difference between Saliba red card, no, and then Saliba escaping without a red card, a experience and maturity. Bono, leave Evan Nielsen. At times, you need to be aware of your opponent. Why Nikita Bono? Why? If it is Messi, hack him down. Ronaldo, hack him down. Evan Nielsen. Premier League ni mwashe go back up. Onya penalty cross saying against Chelsea. Team or show me Southampton. So would you goalkeeper di? And you believe in the recovery rate of this Arsenal team, say a topper, you raise Evan Nielsen. Don't hack him down. It was a lazy way to defend. Top defenders know when it is that I will see a canny panator and then I will see a JMO. And then Saliba was not smart enough to use that. But I love the Premier League for all the drama, but I hate it when it becomes refereeing drama. The lack of consistency. It is actually a bane and a headache for any league nechi. Yen to me, my red card and neck, not my yellow card in a similar situation. Says Saliba, if at a red card, then Tosin Adarabioyo or Bombe Chelsea team no, and also for a red card. Because the two incidents are similar. If you think Adarabioyo deserves a yellow card because they are not dog soccer, denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity, Shadrach. So the law netosua or say there are certain things you need to consider. Now the doxo explanation. Oh, I don't need it. I need the law. My could be doxo explanation. You will see clearly it can't be about distance. The distance any. The following must be considered. 1. Distance between the offense and the goal. 2. General direction of the play. 3. Likelihood of keeping or gaining control of the ball. And then 4. Location and number of defenders. Oh, the emphasis distance in Fanye. The distance na Adarabioyo situation no. Code Adarabioyo had caught up with the Liverpool offensive player. Yes. Code Saliba had caught up with the Bournemouth player Evan Nielsen. Yes. And it's almost Saliba redder. Give Adarabioyo red. Oma Adarabioyo yellow. Give Saliba yellow. That inconsistency.
I don't know a problem.
Our Premier League.